So I wanted to give you a quick outline what I did for a buddy of mine who's got schizoaffective disorder. What I recommend you do, whatever ailment you have, I tell Grok to go out and say, like, how many synergistic methods or treatments can you come up with for that disorder, whatever your ailment is, and just give me that number when you've got it. It took about a minute, but Grok came back with 332, and then I had them combine that down to under 100 if the efficacy was the synergistic efficacy from one modality to the next, or natural remedy or whatever it was to treat the ailment was less than 1% to eliminate it. That got it down to 100. And then I asked it to combine it as much as it can. And then I think that got it down to 53. And then I said, well, of these, how many can you combine that you could create a new product or treatment for this ailment? And it gave me a list of 10. And then I said, well, can you combine it even more? So there's at least 10 times your return on investment. And I think it got it down to 7. And then I said, well, what if it was 100 times actually 20 times your investment? That reduced it to 5. And then I said, what if you could sell it for, and people would be willing to pay 100 times more than, I think it was 100 times, it may have been 50. And it got it down to 3. So that is how you kind of narrow it down to our product. Hopefully you'll be able to make something to treat yourself, and you're an expert because you know that ailment or the outcome, if you're terminal or if it's an ongoing condition and you have some kind of treatment that can help with it or the side effects. And then you can ask it for an outline of how to make it, or a recipe, a marketing plan. And what I've started doing is you can have a mock-up, and it can tell you, like, if there's a special community that you're probably already part of, maybe anxiety, depression, a specific psychiatric disorder, where you can pitch what the product is that you're going to create and how much you want to be paid for it, and how much it's actually going to cost you to make it, so you'll know the profit margin ahead of time. Hopefully this will spark around the world, new treatments, or at least less side effects and better products with less side effects to treat it. I know back pain's a big one that I'm working on. There's headaches, anxiety, depression, anything you can think of. The methods of treatment are almost infinite, and as many ailments as there are, which I don't know how many total there is. It's probably, I don't know, in the hundreds of thousands. So it's way more than I can do, is the reason I'm putting this out. I've got a new face cream that is 4 times better than Botox that you pair with a red light therapy mask. I'm going to be coming out with, I've got a powder that you take to burn fat and have better dreams and better sleep while you sleep. That is, I think it's 25 to 33% as effective as Ozempic, which is going to be way less expensive. There's no side effects, and you don't get addicted to it. It's not GLP-1, even though some of the effects are similar. I think I've got a few other ones that's coming out with it. I've got so many to work on, and like I said, you're probably an expert in your ailment, and there's way more than I would ever be able to do. So please like, share, subscribe. I'm probably going to put a mock-up on specific forums. I almost always have been putting some out on Facebook Marketplace and Twitter. The face cream is, like I said, 4 to 8 times better than Botox. It's similar to what Jennifer Aniston does. It's probably going to be $850 a treatment for a month. She spends maybe a week. She spends $450 a session. Mine has gold in it. I think hers only has the meteorite dust, which I'm going to put that in my formulation as well. Anyway, there's a lot of other tweaks. It's a lot of ingredients. So stay tuned for that.